our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. This is a show where I do speak about something of a spiritual topic, self-help, whatever you want to call it. First thing in the morning here from 9 to 9:30. And at 9:30, I have on my guest. And we follow that up with the reading of the week with whatever cards we decide to pick. Now, this week, we do have a change up, guys. I apologize for this, but Maria Yates will not be coming on today. We need to send some love and some prayers her way. Literally, I got a message at 7 o'clock my time this morning that her electricity is just gone bye-bye. It's not storm related, but she does have to bring an electrician. So guys, not good, not good, not good. So let's send some prayers to her and her family, and that literally she has happy sailing with a low bill, because we know how electricians can go, because you know what, it's one hell of it's a trade. It's a good trade, but still she needs that going. So this week, instead of Maria will be on another day. Don't worry. Because we're both super excited for that. But it is Todd, my producer, Todd Bates. He has a book. He's an author. He's a paranormal investigator. This guy is a freaking rock star. I love him. You guys hear me talk about him all the time. And today we're just going to bring him on. Literally, guys, he was going to be on in like 3 weeks. So I just moved him forward. Said, Todd. And he said, yes. He's like, I got your back. So super awesome. So we're bringing Todd in today to just have a fabulous conversation about everything Todd, everything he's been doing, because this man is just so multifaceted, and I always find out more and more and more every time I talk to him. And I'm so blessed by that. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. You guys were all in so early. Good morning, Keith and Tim and Jennifer. Those three showed up like early. Oh my God, thank you guys for showing up like you do. Good morning, Courtney and Salone. Oh my God, Kevin, good morning. I'm taking a moment here to just kind of go, oh my gosh, I need to, where's it at? It's right there. I am going to share this a little bit to at least a few Facebook places before we go off and running here. Because you know what, guys, I will tell you, I actually had my topic on Friday, what I was going to talk about. Spirit, you know how they like Neil. Spirit loves Neil. They talk to me through Neil. I love it. I love it. I love it. But with that being said, I was like, okay, I got this. I was like, and then I read this morning, so I was like, holy shit, guys. What are you doing to me? So, but both of them come together so beautifully, so amazingly. And I went, why not? Why not do this? Why not go here? Why not you double down on Neil? Oh, good morning, Terry. Good morning, Haley. So we're going to double down on Neil. Oh, happy Easter, everybody. Oh my God, I forgot to say that. Happy Easter. My Easter was phenomenal, guys. My Easter was phenomenal. Family, fun. Good morning, Danny. It was just, family, fun, beautiful day, gorgeous day. We ate out on, we had Thanksgiving dinner for with the ham versus turkey for Easter, because my granddaughter wanted that. So we did a huge dinner, and then we literally, we went and ate it on the patio. So it was awesome. Awesome day. I got my granddaughter a baby sewing machine. It's like this itty bitty little sewing machine that works. And I taught her how to sew yesterday. So that was really awesome. So just awesomeness all around for me. So many good things, new patterns, new habits. There's a lot, you know what I mean? So, hey, recognizing that I'm changing, recognizing the world, which is awesome. So happy Easter, everybody. Hopefully everybody else had an amazing Easter, just like myself. Feel free to put it all in the comments. I was like, where's my nose? My nose is on my face. Oh my God, I'm so glad. Look at that. I love that. I love that. I love that. My hair's flyweight. We're in the in-between season, guys, of I'm just gonna have poofy straight hair. I don't know. It is what it is. Um, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Anyway, so what I want to do is bring up, I'm gonna read Fridays to you guys. I worked on my new job over the weekend. So many happy faces at the nurse. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Miss Salone. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's go with Fridays, and then I'm gonna read today's, and it's gonna be mind blowing because normally his don't double up like this. They're usually like two totally different topics. But so last Friday's was the biggest commitment you must keep is your commitment to yourself. I love it. The biggest commitment that you must keep is a commitment to yourself. Betrayal to yourself in order to not betray another is betrayal nonetheless. It is the highest betrayal. This is not a call for willy-nilly abandonment of a job or a person or a situation, but it is your notice from the universe that it is all right for you to take care of yourself also. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, to me, I think we all need to hear that. But really, it's another cliche thing we talk about a lot. And I must have heard that in my head. I must have when I read that on Friday thought, "Oh my God, that's awesome," but it's kind of cliche. So here they sent me this one today. That you can remain in your present idea about yourself. Hmm. Or or you can choose again. I like the idea of choosing again. Glorify who you are today. Do not condemn who you were yesterday and dream of who you can be tomorrow. You will not have to drink for you will not have to think not drink. You will not have to think for more than a second to know exactly why you read this. And to me, oh my God, guys, that's huge. Okay, that's huge. I mean, to me, it's all in my head going, "Oh my God, oh my God." And I love that. I love that because every morning, guys, and I'm just gonna use maybe some things that have happened to me over the last few weeks because my life, there's always a lot going on. But these days, there's been a lot of lessons. And I'll tell you what, it all came after this. You know what? Strangely enough, I talked to a friend this morning, and this is all going to incorporate with this. I trust me. Um, when the hand happened, God bless you guys, because the support I got was just immeasurable. I can't even tell you. So the hand happened, and I didn't want to quit. I didn't. I felt like if I didn't keep working, I was betraying somebody else. If I didn't keep doing everything I was doing, if I didn't keep up my things at home, if I didn't keep up everything, no matter what, the universe was going to fall, or I was hurting somebody, or I wasn't going to be there for somebody. Yeah. Anyway, let's further on with that. Well, I didn't listen, so I kept trying to do everything. Well, then they gave me the flu. Oh my God. And the flu was bad. Oh my God. I laid in bed for what? Almost 48 hours, didn't want to move, lost a lot of, fluid weight, the whole 10 yards. Took me days to recover. By the time I finally got recovered, literally, they threw a cold at me. And I'm like, ugh. And I will tell you what, energetically, I was wiped out. Energetically, I was wiped out. And but that honestly started a process. It started a process about me looking at me going, what do I need? What do I have to do for myself? What do I have to do to open up me? What about me? Because realized I was never putting me in the picture. And then it was really blown away when I continued on that and different things started to happen in my life. And I will tell you what, same situations I always have. Just like you guys, we always have a lot of similar situations. A lot of similar situations that pop up. But we don't really learn from them, do we? We just go, "Oh shit, we're doing this again," or "Oh my God," we go through it. We maybe not even recognize that we're doing it again, and the whole 10 yards. It's just awful. You know what I mean? It's awful what we do to ourselves, because I'll tell you, we do. When we don't commit to ourselves and we do things for others, we end up just in a world of hurt. We do things over and over and over again, and we're miserable, and it's mind-blowing. And I've had a lot of that over the last 2 months because it's been just over 2 months since my surgery, 2 months and a day. And I've had a lot of that. So think about that. A whole month of being sick, a whole month of being like them kicking me in the butt. Okay. And I will tell you, when I get kicked in the butt, I'm doing spiritual upgrades. Okay. They wipe my butt out to upgrade me. So what I've done for the last month is I started to recognize things. So literally something happens. It's mind-blowing. a situation will start to happen around me, and I'll look at it and I go, I recognize that situation. And then I look back to how I have dealt with that situation over the years and realized, oh my gosh, I've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. Oh my God, no wonder why I keep going through the crap because I'm still in the old patterns. I'm still in that process of, say something happens in my life. Okay, say I anger somebody in my life, okay, or somebody's just angry around me, whatever it might be. I will tend to be the ass kisser. I will do whatever it takes to make that person happy again. And I will ignore everything about myself to do that. Doesn't do much for me, does it? No. And seeing how I do that over and over and over again, clearly it's not the right path for me. So, what I've learned through this last month, and it's only been a month of doing this really, is when different situations present themselves, I look at them and go, you know what? Nope. I don't have to respond that way. I don't have to give up my integrity. I don't have to give up myself to make you happy. Because I look back on situations and go, yeah, I've been a great ass kisser, guys. I have been a great person to pucker out my lips and kiss somebody's tushy just to make them happy to get rid of the confrontation. And I've realized that I don't have to do confrontation in order to hold out for me. And it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty amazing. My attitude has changed. I think people's attitudes around me has changed. Things have been changing around me just because of that. And it really is because I started to commit to myself. That's huge, guys. Commitment to self, which is just saying that, you know what? It doesn't mean that I have to start an argument with somebody to commitment to myself. All it means is that I do not have to react to you in the way that you feel I should react to you for betterment of you. I can either choose to react or not react for myself and then watch things play out completely in a different manner than they ever have in the 52 years of my life. And I'll tell you, it's been happening left and right. I am no longer committed to other people. I'm committed to this. And life is changing. Everything is changing. It's also bringing value to myself. Now, that really deals with the first one, does it? So, how do I incorporate the second? How does that second one kind of incorporate into this? Okay. The second one is saying that, you know what? I can change who I am, which is essentially what I've been doing over the last couple of months. Because I have chosen to no longer be the person that I have been for 52 years. And it's okay not to be that person. It's okay not to have to feel like I have to do everything for everybody else. I don't have to always put myself out there. It's okay for me to do for me. It's okay for me to do for spirit. I can choose who I want to be. I can choose everything about myself, how I present myself, how I act, who I associate with, the things that I do in my life, which is incredible. Incredible. And I will tell you, over this month of doing this, over this month, and I didn't realize that what I was doing, honestly. I mean, not the full scale of it until I read today's message. And I went, oh my God, is that what I've been doing? That's so awesome because I've been changing who I am. Now, this doesn't mean I walk away from spirit because I love my job, guys. I've got so much passion about my job and teaching and loved ones and talking to energy and talking to spirit. Oh my God, guys, that's my jam. That's what I love to do. I mean, hugely love to do. But what it does say is that I can honor me in this. I can put myself first. I can put myself above everything else, everybody else on this level, and do me, which is what I've chosen. And what has happened when I made that commitment to myself, and when made that commitment to myself, guys, I told myself, I value me. I value me. I wasn't valuing me, but I value me now. And with that, I will tell you what's happened. I've got new clients coming in. I've got new students coming in. I've got new opportunities coming in. The show is flourishing more than it has before. I mean, guys, we are over 225,000 downloads, and God bless you all for doing this because, oh my gosh, it's at least 1,000 a week. Hallelujah. The messages are getting out there and it's phenomenal. But I do believe it's because I value me. I value my guests. I value what I'm doing. And I think that shows. And I think when we start to put ourselves in that higher level of value, things start to change. Now, a friend of mine the other day goes, "Hey, what are you doing? What's been going on? Can we meet this time? I can't meet that. Can we? No, can't meet." She's like, "What is going on that you can't meet? You're all of a sudden so busy." I'm like, "Got my normal life. I got all that, but I'm also doing I'm getting a new partial, guys. Yeah, I mean, I look this way or that way. You can see the gaps in the back. So I'm getting a partial. First time in so many years that I have what I'm going to pay attention to. I need these. I need these. Why not focus on myself?" And she literally went, "Wow, Dia, it is so amazing." She goes, "You know what?" She's known me for what? Oh my gosh, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been. And she went, "Dia, it is so amazing to watch you over the last year and a half because you have been putting yourself first." I went, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "You've been paying attention to what your needs are. Look at you, you've transformed your body. You're taking care of your teeth. Look at you, you went in for surgery for your hand. You're just like, you know what? Screw everything else. This is about you. Now I'm starting to put money into my car. Not that my car really needs it, but you know what? Putting it first because I need that to get places. And I went, I need this before anybody else needs this. Last weekend, I went shopping for brand new clothes because you know what? Gosh, all my clothes are kind of saggy. And she going, "Dad, you finally committed to you." It's huge, isn't it? It took somebody else to make me look at myself that, whoa, committing to myself. It feels pretty good. So, what are you guys doing to commit to yourselves? I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. I want to read some comments here because you know what? Amazing comments have been coming in, and I love this. Oh my God, Tim, I love it. Tim is now signed up for Neil Diamond Walsh's Daily Inspirations. You're gonna love him, Tim. Courtney, we are no different from the moon and the other and the planets on this or the seasons, ever evolving, endless changing. Exactly. Tim, sometimes difficult things happen for the most fantastic reasons. Of course. Well, that goes what I picked up for a card today, and I was thinking the King of Pentacles. Oh my God, I love that. I love that, Keith. Um, Keith, speaking to you, I love that. I love that. Haley, I obsessed over the relationship with me and my sister-in-law so much. I stopped eating and focused so much on her. It was horrible because my family was not pleased with her. But guess what? All we had to do was have a difficult conversation. And today I feel so much better physically and mentally. I have a very hard time trying to make people so happy I forget about me. But you're right. I don't have to please everybody. Exactly, Haley. 110%. Yes. And Keith is going to be a new student of mine. I love that, guys. I love that. I got new classes starting this week and it's so awesome. Um, oh my God. My Dobby is messing with my nose again today. So I want you guys to start looking at things. Um, Oh gosh, no, Tim, you're part of the commitment. Tim has just become such an amazing friend. I love him. Um, but it is. I mean, think about this, guys. When you start to commit to yourself, what happens. Now, I want to elaborate more on the second one. I really do. Um, awesome. I love it. Yes, Nick, I got your message. um, so the second one. That you can remain in the present idea about yourself, or you can choose again. I like the idea of choosing again. And I like how he says that. Glorify who you are today. Do not condemn who you were yesterday and dream of who you can be tomorrow. You will not have to think of more than a second to know exactly why you read this. That's really huge, guys. That's really, I mean, I've got a million different things going through my head with that. We've talked a lot about being successful over the few years that we've been doing this, talking about being successful, talking about our mindset, talking about, manifestation. We've talked about the secret. We've done it all. But if you don't get the mindset that you are successful or that you deserve success, that you are success. And do you see how I changed that? You are successful. You deserve success. You are success. You need to go through that. You need to go through the process of, oh my gosh, why does that never happen for me? Up to it always happens for me. And you have to change that. You do. Now, as he says, it doesn't mean condemning who you've been your whole life because it has nothing to do with it. But it is about changing the mindset of I am amazing. I value me. I am looking at myself and going, I am successful. I am worthy of knowledge. I am worthy of time to do this. I understand why people are handing me extra opportunities because I am capable of this. I deserve this. I am this person. You notice it's I am. Not I want to be, but I am. I am choosing, I am choosing to be something different. What do you think? The I am this. I am worthy of writing a book that people will read. My story is worthy. Wow. What I teach is worthy. Wow. I have many students because they value what I teach. Wow. I start putting myself in a different frame. Do you understand the tweak? It's just that small tweak. For everybody that's out there going, oh my gosh, why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? Why isn't this happening? Do the tweak, change it a little bit. Just flip your words, flip your thought process, change your attitude to really not anything is possible, but what else is possible. See that little switch? When you sit there and say what is possible? And everything is possible. Oh, yeah. Well, wow, I mean that sounds really big, doesn't it? It sounds huge. But when I switch the words, what else is? It means you've already done so many amazing things, and now you're welcoming more in just because you changed the words. It's incredible, isn't it? It's truly incredible. It's incredible to look at it and go, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. So often when we're raised, when we're growing up, whether it be, parents or older siblings or friends or teachers or society or wherever you want to put it, we hear the words that happens to those type of people. I love this one because you hear a lot in the spirit. You hear this all the time in the spirituals community, all the time. Oh, you can't be accepting money for that because it's God's work. Huge, isn't it? We hear things also like, oh, good things happen to those type of people. Got to be born into it, guys. Those are the things we hear. And it's all crap. It's all crap, guys. Those things that we hear that put success onto somebody else and not onto yourself, that put possibilities onto somebody else and not on yourself, that idea is crap. 110%. I don't know if you guys understand this, but we had President Obama. The world always said that would never happen. And guess what? He literally went, what else is possible? And he did it. We have a woman vice president. What else is possible? So many things are happening that good morning, Mr. Michael, that we look around and it is what else is possible. Now put that into your own daily life. Put those words into your life and go, what else is possible? What else can I do with my life? What else, if I do not restrict myself by my words and my thoughts, what else is possible? Yeah, we are all possible of great things. But you have to put in your mindset. You have to change your mindset to go, you know what? This is me. This is my life. And I am a success. I am amazing. I am changing my life for the betterment of me. I wake up every morning now going, you know what? I am a success. I value myself. I welcome all the amazing opportunities entering my life today and every day. And they come. They come, guys. They really do. When you open that up, when you open that door up, yes, people are going to fall away. I will tell you right now, the biggest fear of your life is that people are going to fall away from you. And I'm going to tell you, they probably will. They probably will. But it's because they don't resonate with your new energy. They don't resonate with the poor me attitude, or you're no longer part of their not success club. So you can look at them and say, hey, this is my new way of doing things. You want to jump on my bandwagon? We'll go together. Or you can look at them and say, I'm sorry, I love you, but I can no longer be part of this club that tells me I don't value myself or that I'm not success. I need to jump into a new club. And it might be a club of one, it might be a club of many, who knows? But trust me, more people are going to attract to you. And you're going to be mind blown because those new people are going to teach you so much about you and your value. And it's phenomenal because you're going to raise yourself up. You're going to have success. You're going to have everything else because you are success now. Because you put that in your mindset that this is me and this is what I do. And trust me, guys, I do it now all the time. I want you to do the same. I want you to start welcoming things into your life. Welcome success. Welcome who you are. Choose you. Choose to put yourself on the forefront. Choose yourself to be successful. Choose yourself to say, you know what? I no longer have to be the person I've been my whole life. Not that that's a bad person, but you're just going to flip the words a little bit and you're give yourself a mentality that says, I am flipping amazing. So I hope that all resonates with you guys today. I hope this fell on ears that heard it and they went, I needed this morning. And thank you, Tim. I should be a teacher. Maybe I'll get a doctorate and teach. Just kidding. Already doing it. Anyway, guys, I want to let you know right off the bat, guys, the classes, because I've talked about them 2 or 3 times before we go to break. I do have intermediate class starting tonight, intermediate psychic mediumship development. That really is for anybody that's taking a beginner's class, kind of have some mojo going on, not quite sure exactly what you're doing with it all, but you know what? You got this, you got that. You know, I will even tell you, I've had some beginners that are a little bit more advanced in their mindset jump into intermediate, and that starts tonight. It is online, guys. You can either go to my website and look at it there, or you can go to my Facebook site. I have it there. And I have a new beginners class starting Wednesdays, this Wednesday actually. And that is for anybody that just says, oh my God, I just want to start at the very beginning. I want to know what these tickle tummies are. I want to know why I get it all. I want to know why I'm sucking off everybody's energy and don't know why I'm angry all the time or hurt or whatever, because it's everybody else's stuff. All a million reasons to take the class. So that starts Wednesday, guys. Again, you can go to my Facebook site, DeEtte Renee, or you can go to my website, DeEtteRenee.com, and get the information on either one of those. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick station break. And when we get back, we're going to bring in Mr. Todd. This is DeEtte with School Through Spirit on WLTK-DB.com.
Looking for a holistic solution? Look no further than LimestreetWellness.com. Lime Street Wellness is a full-service Reiki therapy center offering in-person and distant Reiki sessions. Additionally, Lime Street Wellness is committed to helping clients co-create healthier outcomes with hypnosis, QHHT, and intuitive advice. Lime Street Wellness is committed to helping all that are seeking to co-create better health, peace of mind, and greater freedom. Reiki Master Kevin Mackey uses energy medicine, hypnosis, mindfulness, and intuitive guidance to assist in uncovering, understanding, and removing any blocks or energy cords or mental mindsets that may be intruding and causing needless suffering. Visit Lime Street Wellness today at limestreetwellness.com. That's limestreetwellness.com.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. I love Michael Christopher's comment. I have tickled tummies too. And I believe that's jet lag, Michael. That's jet lag. Hopefully you're away from the airplanes altogether now. Either way, let's bring in Mr. Todd Bates. Hi, Todd.
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
The man behind the mic, guys. The man behind the guy who does all the magic. All the magic.
Loving the magic.
Loving the magic. And we have not bad weather. It's sunshine. It's no electrical problems. No voodoo curses. No nothing going on.
No storms.
No storms. It's an awesome day.
Peace is among us.
Courtney's like, good morning, Todd. She's heard so much.
Good morning, Courtney.
She's heard so much about you. So the last time we had you on, we talked about Todd, post-paranormal, pre-book, current radio, and I want to go into this life that you've been creating over the last year because God, Todd has come out of the closet again.
Yes. My goodness, I kicked the door open.
You did. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this door that you popped open because you've gone back to some investigations.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote the book. You blew up the station. You've done it all. So we got a lot to catch up on.
So many crazy things. I mean, I'm a shy introvert.
Yeah.
I don't get out much. And I am, thanks to these shows. It's these shows. It's your show. It's other shows on here that have brought me out of this shell, if you will. Yeah. And it cracked open. I'm kind of seeping out. There's just there was a lot of trauma that I carried, a lot of baggage, a lot of gunk. And it was so heavy, I think that's what kept me from going around because I literally couldn't move. Mm-hmm. So I do a lot of things behind the scenes. I enjoy doing things behind the scenes. But the book I had to write. It was amends. It was me. It was my innermost, darkest secrets that I had been holding.
It's hard.
And I had to get those things out because they're in there and everybody has them. Everybody has, a past. I just chose to make mine public. Reason being is I want people to know and accept me for me. Yeah. I'm not fake. I'm not a facade. I'm not putting forth any kind of, layer of frontness. It's nothing like that. I do suffer from a lot of ailments. It's all in the book.
Right.
I'm bipolar, so there are times where things get to me to the point where it just stops.
Yeah.
Everything just stops. And it's a switch. It's a weird switch. Oh my God, is it a weird switch?
I just said I learned something more about you every day. Now I know I love you so much. I was a psych nurse for 5 years, and anybody would say, "Oh, DeEtte, we got a new one." I'm like, "I'll take them," because they were my bipolars, and I loved them. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
It's a different mindset.
And it's hard for people to accept that are not bipolar
Yeah.
or have some kind of mental disorder.
Mhm.
They think everything is happy-go-lucky, normal. They have good days, bad days. Bipolar people have good days, bad days.
Yeah.
It's just our good days are better
Mhm.
and our bad days are worse.
Exactly.
You know,
Ways you get a lot done.
I got a lot done for this book. This book, this book was written half, I would say half of it was written during a manic episode.
I was gonna say, I was wondering. Now
Mhm.
you said that, I'm like, 'cause you pushed that out pretty quick. Now I'm going, "Now I know how you did it.
These things
Now I
fly
know."
when you're in that state of mind,
Yeah. There's
and
no
and
shutting it down.
it's kind of funny. People ask me, "Do you ever sleep?" Oh my god, do you ever sleep? You're always doing something. I sleep. You know,
Right.
I do sleep, but more times out of none, I'm in this manic episode. It's controlled. I
Right.
don't go out and do anything stupid, or I've learned how to uh, control the pace of my mind
Right.
and to get it in sync with what I'm doing.
Right.
What scares me most is the depression.
That's
That is I am horrified of it.
Mhm.
Um, so to
And people don't
avoid the one, I must boost the other. I
right, and
must
people don't
focus on the other.
yep, people don't recognize bipolar depression is got to be the utmost worst depression there is because
Mhm.
it's you don't move.
No.
There you don't I mean, obviously, you don't have any hair, but I've seen women go through it, and they're in that state for months, and you have to shave their hair afterwards because their hair has matted so badly, and it's horrifying to them when they come through it, and they're just like, "Not again." And it's just it's hard,
It is. It
hard.
is. It's very hard, and I'm revealing a few things here, but there's certain days on the station that the station will be closed, or the station will be there'll be a few shows missing.
Right.
It was because of one of these episodes, and I wasn't able to, and a lot of people don't realize that about me, about the whole station. They just think it runs. They just think it does its thing.
Mhm.
It
There's a lot
it
behind the
moves and
scenes.
grooves, but it takes a good team to run this. And if I didn't have such a good team, mm-mm, no, this wouldn't be possible. It's grown too much.
Mhm.
It really has. People like Steph and Mike, they helped me tremendously
Mhm.
with scheduling and helping running some of the shows. But it's something that keeps me going. This bipolar stuff it 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 can just consume your life if you let it.
Yeah.
If you let it. You've got to force yourself. You've got to discipline yourself. I discipline myself to sever things.
Mhm.
I cut that does not serve me. I cut those cords. I don't keep those damn things.
Right.
And if one rears its ugly head, then I find someone like you to fix it. Because I don't want it.
Oh, and I don't blame you. I'd be the same way, like, get rid of it, get rid of it, so because you do, and it's not that I have bipolar, but dealing with so many patients, I would watch them try to, and it's a fine line that you ride, that fine
Mhm.
line to run a little high, you know what I mean? Because it feels good, from what I understand, it feels good to have that energy, and I get it because I'll tell you what, if on those days that I'm like, I would love to be in that all the time. But you also run the risk of going way over the edge. And
Yes.
people don't realize what way over the edge is. I mean, because it can be hallucinations, it can be fantasy life happening, it can be worse nightmares going on. It can be whatever is going on in here on ADHD medication.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To the 10th. And people don't realize that. There's really 2 major extremes there.
Yeah, and let me tell you a quick story about how all of this came to pass. I've been dealing with this since I was a kid. This whole
Right.
thing, the tranquilizer since I was 6, the whole 9 yards.
You were early. Yeah.
They couldn't figure out what it was because there wasn't much about it back then. Manic depression is what they called it.
Mhm.
They When I returned from prison, it broke me. Uh,
Mhm. I was
I
just
was
thinking about that this morning.
institutionalized.
Yeah.
They put me in an institution for 2.5 months.
Wow.
That completely and utterly terrified me. It was huge, and it was for testing. They wanted to see what it was in my head that was making me do the things I did. It
Right.
was making me want to end my life, for example, making me want to go out and spend ungodly amounts of money.
Mhm.
So they did all this testing, and at the end of the day, it turned out to be bipolar 1 borderline personality disorder.
Well,
Come on.
you're gonna get a good diagnosis. That's a good
Oh, jeez. They would have found there would have been any diagnosis. This man eats too much Wheaties cereal. We're going to diagnose him with that. It's
Right.
all about the money,
Yeah.
and it's all about the money, and it's all about how you handle this disease,
Mhm.
this disorder.
Bingo.
It's all mental. It
Mhm.
really is. Now, there are some medications that I take, of course,
Right.
but for the most part, this is a mental fight. This is a mental fight,
Yeah.
a fight with my flesh,
Yeah.
if you will, because my soul's fine.
Right.
This is a flesh disease.
Yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
is. It is. It's I always kinda look at people and go, so many mental disorders, it's like the soul comes in and the body goes, and it's like, it's almost that's and I'm not gonna say that's exactly what it is because, spirit hasn't come through and told me, but that's kind of when I watch it going, it just looks like the soul is not quite integrating the body and it's just having some hiccups,
Mhm, mhm.
whether it be bipolar or schizophrenia or whatever the case might be, and that's, it's my uneducated, guess on that one, but
Right.
it's kind of what it always appears to be.
And it's not weird. It's not something you can notice. It's not like I it's not like Jim Carrey. I turn into Jim Carrey like in that scene of Me, Myself, and Irene. I
You
don't
tease
do
me,
anything.
Jack. I wanna see the mask. I want Todd the mask.
It's not like that scene where I
Never don't get
turn.
panic. I wanna be on speed dial just so I can see.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness. What it is, it's just it's a shift.
It is, it's just a shift.
It's a shift and it's a choice. I get 2 shifts that come, and I have to choose whether I want to fight and work through it, be creative through this manic episode, or surrender to the depression. Nah, I'm gonna fight. With the manic episodes. I mean, I am making images, producing shows, doing all kinds of different things ahead of time,
Right,
taking advantage of that extra energy.
right.
Some of it, there are a lot of misspellings. I will give it that
That's
because
okay, but now I know what I gotta catch you at those times, so I go, "Todd, I need this," and you be like, "Yeah, I'll do it all.
bingo.
I need extra stuff."
Yep. Give me a list, and that's
Yeah,
when I do my
oh my
biggest
god.
list.
Yep. That makes so much sense, Todd, you don't even know.
Mhm.
Now I wanna take that diagnosis, and I wanna put it in the paranormal world, in the investigations. How does that work? Because now we're going into a territory that's like, "Wait a second, you're already fighting the mental. You already know what's going on, but now you got to, 'Did I hear that? Was that what I,' you know what I mean?"
Yes.
That's
Oh,
a whole new gamut. We had no clue what we were gonna talk about today. So here you go. Here you go.
no, and it's amazing. Bipolar in the paranormal field has an extreme amount of advantages. It really does. The medicine I take doesn't cloud my mind.
Mhm.
It doesn't.
So you're not on a geodin, I got that.
Right.
I already know what meds you're not taking, let's put it that
So if I go on an investigation
way.
and let's say by chance I'm manic,
Mhm,
an investigation comes up and I have this manic episode, I'm going to be able to focus more
mhm.
than if I were in a normal situation.
Right.
Because in a manic episode, I don't have any anxiety. I don't have any kind of separate emotions that would deter the investigation. On a standard mental mindset, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. This is going on. What if I do this? In a manic episode, it's boom, 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 boom.
Right.
I know exactly what to do. And it's from years of disciplining myself
Mhm.
and taking advantage of that and
Right.
working with it. Sure, some of the things I say aren't going to make any damn sense whatsoever. They're going to come out random thoughts and blah, blah, blahs.
Mhm.
But most people can work through them. And I can work through that. And I feel it makes me a better investigator. It really does. Because when I'm manic, I pay attention to more detail.
Okay. That's incredible. It's like because as you're talking, I'm thinking about this patient I had back during the week of 9/11. It was the week of it. I was working at, a county facility, quick 10-day facility. You know what I mean? It's the crisis center, basically. And, a gentleman came in, amazing man, career was he's only had 2 severe manic episodes, which really kind of put him way over the edge, and, very high standing in this company, he had very, very infamous company. And he went manic, and he was with us, and we ended up having to do a court on him to get him to force him to take meds because he was
Mhm.
so bad. But he kept telling us for like 3 weeks. I mean, it's supposed to be there for 10 days. He was there for weeks, because of the court process. But for weeks, he kept telling us about all of this stuff that was going to happen, the bombings, the government. I mean, details this man's seeing. And I worked second shift with him during this time, so I listened to him profusely because I didn't have that time the doctors aren't talking. It's me and the patients. So I heard a lot about this, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what more?" The morning of 9/11, I got switched to day shift for one, and the towers came down. I was in that office watching it going, and I'll never forget because this bipolar guy, full manic, walks by, goes, "Told ya," and he just kept going. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this question. When you're in a manic state, does that open up things?
Oh boy, you're putting me on the
You always tell
spot.
me I'm not psychic, I'm not this, I'm not that, and this proves to me, I mean, because we fight all day long that everybody's psychic,
Yes, it does.
and then we'll put you in that manic space. Does this open up like, wow, the possibilities are real and they're in my face?
It does.
Ha!
It does.
Our conversations are gonna be so much different moving forward. I'm gonna send
I
you the
I
cards.
I wish I could explain it to people better, but it's almost as if when I'm like this, normal,
Mhm.
my body appears no, not my body, my my soul appears to be shut off. It
Mhm.
appears to be just conforming to society. But when I'm manic, there's so much electricity going through my body. It is incredible. And I've noticed myself guessing things. I've noticed myself um, having conversations with people, bringing up something they were thinking about. Um, I don't know how to explain that. And even worse, I don't know how to harness it.
Well, I got a beginner's class starting this week.
Excuse me. That would be a way of soothing myself, because
Yeah.
it creates so much stress when I'm put into a situation, and I handle it in two different ways. I guess that's the personality disorder. I don't know. I handle it two different ways. It's either calm, cool, and collective,
Mm-hmm.
or it's doom, 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 doom by the book.
Right.
So it's a give and take. It's a give and take. But I don't know, it's a fun ride. I'm going to take it.
I love it.
I wouldn't change it any other way.
I wouldn't either. Honestly, I wouldn't either because it just makes you who you are.
Yeah, it makes me
really
who I am.
But that had
Makes me
been
who I
really
am.
hard to reveal. Don't kill the man yet. Never on I love this guy. People don't even know. He's been in my life for 3 years. He's going nuts. If he tried, I will hunt him down over the waves and find him.
Yes.
He knows I would send him dolls daily until he was back in my life again.
But it's just amazing, DeEtte, how I have with help, with counseling. I mean, I recommend counseling and therapy to anybody. I mean, I
Yeah.
really do. It's helped me tremendously to deal with what this is and what comes out and so forth. My psychiatrist all the time is asking me, "Do you hear voices?" I say no, but I try. And she cracks up. She knows what I'm all about.
Right.
But it's been a labor of love
Right. How
all
was
this time.
Now this has gotta be in the book, right?
What's that?
The bipolar's gotta be in the book?
Oh, everything's in the book. Yeah.
So, how was this part coming out?
How was this part coming out?
Yeah. I mean, I mean,
This was a vulnerability.
that word that just goes, ugh.
This made me very vulnerable. And I was afraid to get it out,
Yeah.
because if I let that out, that's my weakness. That's a weakness. People can prey on that.
Yeah.
And then I got to the point, it was like, well, screw people. If they want to prey on that, let them prey on it, and I'll deal with it then. But judgment, I was afraid of judgment with the book.
Right.
There's a lot of dark things in there about me. There's a lot of trouble
Mhm.
that I'd gotten into. How are people going to react to that?
Yeah.
How are they going to judge me? How are they? You know how society is.
Oh, yeah.
Then it got to the point where, you know what? Damn it, that's me. That's just me. And I felt so freed. I felt good after writing it.
Yeah.
And to me, that's all that matters, because I finally made amends with myself.
Wow.
With other people too, but with myself.
That's gotta be incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It was,
I mean, because it does, it puts you on their way, and here's my way of looking at it, and you can totally correct me if I'm wrong, but here you are going, you've been a force in paranormal. People don't realize this. You've been a force in the radio business for a long time. This isn't like this station is not your first gig.
no.
This gentleman worked as a trader back in the day. I mean, you've been doing this forever. This has been your thing. You went to college for this type of stuff. So, I mean, I know some of your friends that all went to school, and it's amazing. So here you are, and you're a paranormal, and you're this, and you're hiding this little bit about you. Okay. And then the fear is, I'm going to let myself out. Now, does that, in your mind, does the fear go, oh my gosh, does that undo everything I've done? Do people look at me in a different way? Do they think when I went into an investigation, maybe I wasn't hearing what I was hearing, and maybe it was in my mind? Versus all those questions that every investigator has. And you know what I mean? We all have those questions.
The doubt.
It's tons of doubt. And then boom, you put this out there, you know, and you put it out in a way that goes, it made me better at what I do. And I wasn't really hearing voices, but it's still that doubt of, how are they going to see me now?
The fear, boy, did I have fear putting this thing out. And I took it back, and I took it back so many times, the fear of putting this out. Then I thought, you know what? To hell with fear. I've got to face this fear. I've got to expose myself, because on the other side of fear is that courage. And the final chapter, I think, is what motivated me to release the book. And that was about my Sherry, of course.
Yeah.
And I wanted her to be recognized in that for saving me in so many different ways, because the book is about my rock bottom. It is about my rock bottom. You can't get any darker than where I was in a room with nothing. I was in a jail cell, for crying out loud.
Right.
And started out in corrections. So you get the best of both worlds with the book. You get true crime. You get there's so many things with the book, and it's a quick read. It's a quick read. It really is. And it's one of those where everybody that buys that book is a friend of mine. And everybody that buys that book, I expect a friend's request, because they know more about me than any other person on this planet. There were some things I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my loved ones until they read the book. And then they're, yeah, that's how it was. That's how it was.
Yeah. Which is amazing. And I have to tell you, I was never so honored, because I know I got one of the first copies before it was even in the book. A book. It was PDF, guys.
PDF.
He sent it to me, and I was like, whoa, like, wow. You know, I was never so honored as when you did that, because it was like, you were entrusting me with some of your darkest, deepest souls before you even put it out there to the world. And I was like, wow, thank you for that. You know, that was huge.
Of course. Well, you and I have been friends a long time, DeEtte. We
have gone through a lot of stuff. I mean,
holy cow.
And it's just been, you know, and people don't realize it. I mean, yeah, Todd and I have never physically met. We've never physically met. We actually live probably, about 2 hours away from each other. I mean, you're at the bottom of Illinois. I'm at the way top of it.
Yeah, it's like an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, it's a length of a state, you know. But honestly, we have been through so much over talking and texting and messages and helping each other and going, hey, we're just there. How about this? Or how about that? You know what I mean? And just blind faith. And people don't realize that, you know, I mean, just blind faith of being there, you know. So we've been through, if you think about it.
We've been through hell and back, and we've learned a lot about each other.
Yeah.
We've both watched each other blossom.
Yes. We have.
It's amazing how it works. It's amazing how it works.
Watch, when we finally meet, we're going to be surprised. When I look at you, you're like 4'9", and I'll be like 6'2". Like, really didn't know that. Kidding.
Good morning, Jamie. Oh my goodness.
Because I'm not 6 foot something, and I don't think he's 4 foot something. But you know, somewhere in the middle, we're like, damn, we didn't know that about each other.
Close enough.
It's close enough. But even, excuse me, even with the progression, And people don't know this about you. I mean, in the very beginning, guys, I didn't know what Todd looked like for what, a year and a half
Oh yeah.
at least.
Hmm.
At least a year and a half. I will tell you guys, it wasn't until I brought you on my show, was it last year, beginning of last year? Maybe the year before, somewhere in there,
Yeah.
where the camera finally came on. I went, oh my God, that's what the face looks like. That's attached to this voice that I heard.
I was like this
All
for
the
almost 2 years.
And I never even had the picture, guys. I just had the WLTK-DB. He
Hmm.
didn't even give me the picture. He gave me the emblem. That was it.
Yeah.
He was so afraid of coming on and being seen. It was like talking to God, because your voice is what I imagine God would sound like. I know some people put it with that other really famous, deeper voice guy, but I imagine your voice and God. You know what I mean? Because it's
Oh.
deeper, but it's soft and it's loving, and it was your voice, supportive. So when I got to finally see the face, I was like, I was never so honored to go, oh my God, like he gave me the face.
I was just so stuck in audio. I
Yeah,
was that's how I was trained. That's how I was doing my thing. Everything was all audio.
yeah.
And it took me a while to pop out into this video scene and hi. So it did. It took me a minute.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't have it any other way now because it's more intimate. It's more I can look at you in the eyes and so forth. Look at the guests in the eyes and they can see my facial expressions and everybody's facial expressions and things. So, yeah, I
I mean,
like
I
it. I
still show up in
like
underwear every day.
I mean, sure, I'm not wearing pants, but no one knows that. That's the beauty of it. That's the
Exactly,
beauty of it.
exactly. You only have to look good from like the breast line up.
That's it. That's it.
You move a little too much, you're like, okay, they weren't supposed to see that, but hey,
But I do want to talk about something real quick.
let's talk.
And this was a decision I made yesterday.
Oh, you're not quitting, are you?
No,
Okay.
no, it's not
I
my
know I
vocabulary.
know I'm the first to know about a lot of stuff, but you can't tell me that on the air.
I have been getting so many email and I'm such a softie, folks.
I know.
I
He is.
cry very easily. I cry.
He does.
And I had been getting emails from folks that wanted my book but couldn't afford it.
Yep.
Some of them I sent actual copies. Some wanted e-copies for their Kindles. And it broke my heart. It broke my heart because there's so much information in there and hopefully it helps people. But I lowered the prices and it's
Stupid Lord, like really cheap guys.
it's not station wide. It's global. It's on Amazon. It's reflected on Barnes and Noble. It's reflected on Apple Books. And you can get a signed copy. You can get the book itself. The paperback is only $10.99. The hardback is only $15.99. I dropped them. And they came flooding in. So finally, people can afford the book. You guys can go out there and get it. You can get a signed copy on my website. You can get it Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all those places. And the price has been reduced so everybody could afford it, share it. Don't buy another book. Give the book you read to a neighbor or a friend. Pay it forward. Do something like that. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that, and it had to be done.
Yeah,
It just had to be done. I'm not in this for the money, DeEtte.
I know you're not.
It's just not. I'm not going to make millions off the thing.
No, not even close. You don't. What do you earn pennies on the book? That's about it. I love that
Mhm.
Courtney's sharing hers with Casey. I love that. I love that. That's
Oh, it's
exactly it.
beautiful. I love that. I love that. And it's the humbling stories I get. One of the parents that bought the book made their child read the book and do a book report for school on the
Oh,
book.
wow.
You know, it's little things like that that make it all
Huge.
worthwhile.
That's huge.
Make it all worthwhile.
Casey
But
just said I did said her name right. I'm getting better. Casey, I appreciate that. You don't even know.
Is it Cassie or Casey?
I said Casey, so that's got to be right. Unless I just said it wrong.
Yeah, because it looks like Casey.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jamie Lynn.
Love that. Yeah, guys, he dropped the prices incredibly. Casey, it's Casey. I said it right. Hoot hoot. See, we're having a party here. I love it. Casey's party. She's like, I've been calling her Cassie for 2
Yes,
years.
because I just learned another one's as well. I think you've seen her on some of your shows. Her name is Shari, Shari.
Cherie or Sherry, yeah.
Yep, she goes by Sherry because I contacted her and I said, we're all trying to figure out how to pronounce your name, and it's Sherry.
Yeah.
It's Sherry.
Which is funny because I actually had somebody with the exact same spelling in my class 2 weeks ago, and she goes by Cherie.
Cherie.
Special.
It's a pretty name.
It's gorgeous. So it goes either way. You know what I mean? Well, so I always go, just don't. But I've learned to be upfront with guys. I sit down with the class and I go, let me know your names. And thank you for sharing with them, but I'm not going to remember a single one of them throughout the day. So when I just point or say, hey, you, please don't be offended, and they giggle at me, and that's the end of it. There you go. I love it. So everybody, yes, Todd did drop the price of the book, you know, and he dropped it incredibly low. You know what I mean? For everybody to be able to afford it, to get it, because his story really is just, it's life changing. It really is that huge resource for somebody else to say, gosh, I'm not broken. I'm just fine the way I am.
Yeah.
And always something better to come, always something else to learn from, you know, which is incredible.
No matter how deep you are, no matter how low you are, there's always a way out. There's always light at the end of that tunnel. And I kept looking and looking and looking for that light. It was dim, you know, for a while, but I could see it, and it kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And then one day, poof, here I am. So it's all over. It's behind me. What I did, I would do all over again. I wouldn't change a thing. Not a thing.
Jamie Lynn says Cassia. That's my daughter's name. Try that one. Is it Cassia? Cassia?
Cassia.
Cassia. I'll go with Cassia.
Yeah, it looks like Cassia.
We'll go with Cassia. Maybe we're wrong. Who knows? I've never been right. Took me 2 years to get Casey's right. Nope. Okay. There, in 2 years, I'll try again.
Casasa?
Casa? I don't know.
Casasa?
I don't know. That could be a whole show trying to figure out that one.
Interesting. I love this. Is kind of fun.
Welcome to my world.
It's good stuff. Get to know the audience. I like that.
Isn't it awesome? I love this. I love that. Jamie, you're going to have to put it in phonics for us to figure this out. You know what? This is how I do this. Watch
Oh,
this.
no.
Watch. This is awesome because you do this and you go.
It's Kusaya. That's beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
That is beautiful. What a beautiful name.
I love it. This is how I do it. Oh, I love it. Do you know how they did this? How you got Kusaya?
Kusaya.
You know how they pronounced it for me and here? Messiah.
Messiah?
No, Messiah. So like Jesus is the Messiah. So that's how they compared it to as the Messiah. Jamie's laughing.
That is so cool.
Now you know why maybe I get so many names wrong, guys. So I keep hearing movie. I've said it twice. You keep ignoring it. Is there a movie of your book? Are you sending it over to those facets? Or you just should you? Or is my psychic intuition where it shouldn't be, and in your underwear drawer, and it shouldn't be
These things
there?
are possible.
You like
They're,
how my psychic senses are in your
they're
underwear drawer,
possible.
not see what they should.
I would like to see something like that. I'm not getting my hopes up, of course,
Right.
but it you never know. You never know. A guy corrections goes on the other side of the bars. There's a lot to go. Yeah, I mean,
Cops gone wild. Corrections gone wild.
I don't know.
I just got the name of the movie.
It's possible.
It is possible.
It is possible. It's an interesting story. It's unique. It's open. It's raw. It might just work as one. I don't
Have to
know.
be like a two-parter.
Could be. Want to give away a copy?
I want to give away a copy. Let's do this.
We can
I'll
give away
give-
a copy of a book. I don't know.
Let's give away a copy. Okay. How about we do I don't know. First one to email the station. I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Let's figure something out. You figure out something good.
How about
Say the name numbers of the station.
the first person to correctly guess
Ooh.
the month this station was founded?
Oh.
The first person to correctly guess the month this station was founded wins a signed copy of the book.
I love that. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That'll do some digging. Keep guessing. Just the month. I'm not asking for the year.
Yeah.
Just a month. So you have 12 chances.
Tim is no fool.
We'll make it fair for everybody.
Mary says November. Courtney says September.
Oh,
Jamie
this is
says
getting
March.
good.
Casey says March.
Close.
Guys, you're close. May. Nope, not quite.
So close.
Oh, close. You don't even know, guys. You don't even know.
These are good. It'll be a signed copy. I inscribe them all. I just don't sign my name. I inscribe them all.
February, April.
Everybody's like, anybody that reads this book is a friend of mine.
Exactly. And people, we know if you listen to my show, because we've talked about when I started. And Todd started just shortly before I came on as training. So that's your cue. That's your, you remember when I talk about when I started my training.
Oh, Casey, you're close. Casey's close, DeEtte.
He's close. He's close.
It's okay. It'll come up. It's
Yeah.
in there. You guys just haven't said it yet.
I know.
I mean, you remember that, DeEtte.
I do.
There. Jamie
There we
Lynn.
go,
Jamie
guys.
Lynn got it.
Jamie gets the copy because that's the month that I started my training. Casey. Jamie gets
that's incredible.
because we have talked about that a lot, about when I started my training, because we hit the 3 years in January, guys. We talked about it several times. What month? I missed it.
What month? I missed it. January.
It was January. Actually, it was January 20th. That's our 3 years.
January 20th. January
also my
20th of 2020.
It's also my birthday, guys. It's the anniversary of the station. So for you all to remember, my birthday and or the anniversary, it falls on the same date. Same date.
Okay, Jamie, I put my email in there. Send me the goods.
Yeah.
I need your mailing address. It's a physical book. It's not an ebook. Unless you want an ebook, I can get you an ebook.
So remember, guys, now, we ever ask that again, now we expect the date too.
January 20th.
I also accept Venmo, birthday cards.
All the above.
January 2020. Yeah.
January 2020.
Yep. It was a
Yep.
good year. It was a good year. It really was. You
It
know,
was an amazing year. I mean, that was
It
a fun
was.
year. It was a year of Sherry didn't even have a clue that I even did radio
Wow,
when I
that's
told her.
incredible
So
right there.
I said, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. January 20th. Boom.
I
There it
love
went.
that. I love that. That's incredible. That's awesome. I love it. Casey, January 2020. I know I'm reading it again, but it's almost like, did she hear it? Now she's saying it just to get the book, or what is she
She's
doing?
putting it in.
I don't believe she's like, I'm not ever going to miss this question again. Pop quizzes are mine.
Putting it in there. Definitely putting it in
I
there.
love that. I love that. So, is there another book coming?
Yes.
Ooh,
I've already started writing it.
ooh, I must be psychic.
It is
Because I
what I'm trying to make, what I'm wanting to make is a trilogy. The Haunted Voice trilogy. And it's going to go from different stages of my life. This was post. The next will be during. And then the other will be the future. So it's I'm starting it. It's organizing. It's tough. Organizing it's really tough because I've got this chapter that I'm writing, but yet it really goes with this chapter. So it's a matter of organizing and then throwing it over to the editor and them going, "Oh my God, what have you done?" Without the editor. Editors are amazing, and they are behind the scenes people that aren't recognized that much. Editors are amazing people.
Okay, so once the trilogy is done, there's going to be a movie, and I know who's going to play you the lead.
Who would that be?
Samuel L. Jackson.
I would love that.
I'm telling you, bald. He's bald. He's got the voice. He could be you.
I would love that.
Easily.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I'm telling you.
That would be epic.
He'd be the best person to play you.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't do Todd without the voice. No, because The Rock doesn't have the voice, Jamie. I'm sorry, he just doesn't have the voice. You got to have the voice. It's a Samuel L. Jackson voice. You know?
Samuel L. Jackson. That would be a true honor.
And just look, I mean, because part of the movie would just be the man behind the voice. You know what I mean? You just hear his voice through all of it. You know what I mean? You know the voice, you don't know the voice. It's just a voice, and all of a sudden he appears all shined up.
Fun times. Bring him on.
There you go. Sean Connery, he's dead, darling. He's dead. But
Sean Connery.
That would be my first pick if he was alive. Because, okay, guys, I'm gonna let you know something about me, Todd. You know how everybody goes, who's your celebrity crush?
Sean Connery.
Bad. Not the younger Sean, the older Sean.
Yeah.
Bad.
The guy had some class.
Oh.
The guy was spot on. He was awesome.
I'll tell you what, that man, in every aspect, just he was my celebrity crush. And he died, I cried. I was like, my chances.
That was a sad loss.
Yeah, I was like, my chances of ever getting married were over. So
it's okay. I emailed Kate Beckinsale, and she never emailed me back either.
I know. What is wrong with these people not seeing us?
I think she saw me. She saw the email. She has it pinned to her favorites, and she's just waiting for the right time.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you got Sherry right now, so she's got to, she's second to Sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry's gonna listen to this and go, "Really, honey? Really?"
I'm gonna smack him around. She knows. No, but this
help me write the email. Sherry's pretty awesome. I love that. Totally derailed this interview. I mean, it is gone.
No, this went awesome. This was awesome. This was
This
a
is
lot of fun.
we're not even over yet.
No, we got a ways to go. We got all kinds of stuff here.
We do. Oh my God, I love this. I love
Orlando Bloom.
this.
Oh, Orlando Bloom.
Oh, I love it. Hey, he was good. He was good for
Yeah, he's a good-looking little fella.
He is, but I don't know if he's gonna stand the test of time like Sean has,
Mm.
You know? Double O nothing to a hot damn.
And I wanted to say the book winner. It's going to be
Get derailed.
it's going to be about 2 it's going to be about 2 weeks. I just sent the new shipment out. I sold out of the other one, so it's going to be about 2 weeks or so. Then they'll come in.
Oh, I love that. I love
We'll
that.
get those out to the winner
So, who is going to be? When is your projected for this new book to happen?
next year.
Oh, I love that. Is
Yeah,
it the
it'll be
same
next.
person editing too?
Same person.
Oh, I love that.
So I wouldn't work with any other individual.
Oh, I love that. I've got to
And
connect with him so badly.
it'll be next year, around October. We'll get it buttoned up, and it'll be The Haunted Voices, the sequel, The Life After.
Love that.
It'll be something different, something a little more detailed, because I had a lot of people say they wanted more detail with the stories
Mm-hmm.
on how they kind of transition too quickly into others. Such great feedback. Oh my God, please bring the feedback of it. It helps so much because it's hard. It's hard pecking all that stuff out,
Mm-hmm.
but it's coming. It's a coming.
I love that. I love that. I love that. So incredible. So incredible. So, what other things do you have in the works? What else is in the works? Because I know Todd's got a lot going on.
Yeah. There's production is in the works. We've got some new shows coming up this May. Soul Guidance is going to be coming this May. Doing some production work on that. Still doing my voiceovers on the side.
Are
If anybody
you?
wants any kind of voiceover narration, I still
Mhm.
narrate for the Ghost Finders.
You still do that? You still do websites?
Still do websites.
You like
Not
my
as much.
website. Todd does websites. He did mine. It's incredible.
Yeah,
He's a one-stop shop. He really
I have a lot of fun with those things, and I learned over the years that it's so expensive to pay to get that done,
is.
that it's best to learn yourself. And you can learn yourself, teach yourself through YouTube,
Yeah.
get programs like Photoshop, and watch the tutorials, audition, watch these tutorials. There's a wealth of information out there. It's amazing.
Well, I
But
know I'm
there's
getting my new pictures. I'm getting 2 sets of new pictures this next week. 2 for you to
website updates.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a paranormal shot going on this weekend. There's something special happened this weekend that I can't reveal to the world. I can reveal to you after the show. And I think I've revealed it to you already. I think I know I've revealed it to you, but the rest of the world does not know yet. So there's one shoot going on for that. And then I'm having my business shoot next week. All new photographers, brand new photographers.
Wow.
I've never worked with before. I'm like, let's up the game. Let's push this to another level. So for the one, I really searched for somebody that could really up the game of photography. So that's really cool. And then, of course, the other one's a whole paranormal shoot that's happening, which is awesome. Awesome.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
So you're going to get the plethora to go, oh my God, what are we going to choose from?
I see a website revamp.
Ooh, it's about time. It's been about 2.5 years since it'll be 3 years this fall since you've done it.
Yeah.
Are we going to give up the pink? I'm going to leave this in your hands. Totally leave this in your hands.
We'll see what the pictures look like.
Yeah.
And then that'll help me judge the color.
There we go.
Yeah.
and then we'll put that out for you guys to see again, because I'll tell you what, his work is I get more people that go, "Oh my God, your website's amazing." I'm like, dude, the man who did it didn't even show me his face yet, barely. I had a voice. And I did at that point, I still only had a voice.
Yep.
A voice and a guy going, "Oh, let me help you. Let's do this."
We made it happen.
I made
And
it
there's I don't do those very often anymore, few and far between, but I do other little stuff, little movies, little images, little this and that's. I try to keep myself busy and out of trouble.
You don't keep out of trouble, do you?
I try to.
Try to.
I try.
You just go to the neighbors and sit there, and because
Sherry keeps me out of trouble.
he can't see what you're doing anyway, so there's no proof.
Right. That's true.
That's
That's
how
true.
you keep out of trouble, is because the neighbor can't see what you're doing. You all know that.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh, I love that guy. Oh my God. I go see him all the time.
that's
And that is my escape from getting out, because I'm so introverted, is I will walk across the street to my neighbors. We'll sit, we'll socialize, no phones, no nothing, no electronics.
yeah.
And that grounds me for the entire day. It really does. Because if I were to sit here all day in this chair and run these shows, which sometimes I do, they're back to back,
You do.
but you've got to get up and move around. You've got to get up and go outside. You've got to go see what's going on. You've got to take in the fresh air. You've got to see the buds changing on the trees. Notice the little things,
Yeah.
because those are what makes the bigger things that much better.
Which is incredible. Which
Yeah.
is just truly incredible, because people don't realize you don't get out of that chair much.
No.
I mean, I had a goal, guys, and I know you guys have heard me over the last 3 years, because my job in the station has been to help build the station in some aspect. So I've had this goal of announcing I want to keep Todd in his tidy whitey tighties in that chair so he doesn't move. And you know what? I did some, everybody else has done some. I think we all have a hand now in growing this station. And it's been incredible to watch it grow. It's been watch your baby grow, what you do, which is
Yeah.
just phenomenal,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell you guys, for anybody that goes, "Oh my gosh," I've changed when I was talking at the very beginning about, changing your perspective, changing who you are, over 3 years ago, it was just you and me. It was just you for 3 months, and then I jumped on board, or 4 months, whatever it took me to finally come out of my own shell,
Mm-hmm.
of you going, "This is possible." And you went, "I have a dream." And I'm like, "Well, let's make that, there was never a thought that we couldn't do this. There was never a thought
No.
to say we can't make this thing huge.
And look what's coming up in 2024. We have got a massive conference put on by Metapara Pro Productions, Terry and Danny.
Yes.
Massive conference. We have got some amazing guest speakers coming to it.
Yes.
It's going to be October 2024. Great guest speakers. The host will be there, as many as possible. Those that can't make it in person, we're going to make it virtual, to
Oh
where
my
they can be
gosh.
on a TV screen.
And guys, the tentative date is October 20th through the 23rd. Yeah, it'll be in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, guys. But it's
It is
huge.
going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and I can't thank Danny and Terry for all the work they're doing and getting all this organized and everything. It's some of my dream people that I've been wanting to meet. I've interviewed over the years so many times, like Johnny Zaffis and places, people like that. Oh, it'd be great. It would be great.
I know. And they're doing whatever they can to, because Danny and Terry are Metapara Pro guys. They're also Soul and Synergy, out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. They have a store. They have a TV show, Soul and Synergy Radio. All of it. They run events all over Wisconsin and Illinois and Michigan and Iowa. And yes, I'm pushing you farther out, Terry, than you are, Minnesota. But I'm pushing you. I'm pushing you to more states because that's what I do. I push people. I'm like, let's do this. And Terry goes, damn it, we're gonna do more. And then I didn't even show up to Michigan. Darn it. Um, he's laughing. But they are the men behind it all, and they are the
Yeah.
men behind that are creating this much big event that hopefully will be a yearly event for the station just to kind of explode and do a huge conference just to bring in the paranormal. Bring
I
in the
feel it's in such great hands, DeEtte. I mean, when they told me that, I was like,
yeah,
because I knew it was going to be in good hands. I knew it's going to be a good conference, and it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody,
yeah,
folks. So definitely mark your calendars for it.
yeah.
More of that coming soon. But
Yeah.
holy cow, so much going on with new
So,
shows and
so which banner do I fly there? I
what's
got
what?
which banner do I fly when I get there?
Both.
Both. Okay. I'll have to have 2 created, both. I'm gonna have to have a corner wall.
Yeah, you have a corner wall. Make it both. We're gonna come up with all kinds of good stuff.
I love it. Oh, it came to him this weekend, the first annual. Yes, Terry, yes. That get great
Love
minds,
it.
Terry, great minds. Annual. This
Yep.
is gonna be a big old thing every year, like
Hmm.
bigger and bigger and bigger each year, and just making this a huge like, hey, Ozzy Osbourne did one of the biggest music fests in Wisconsin. We're gonna do the biggest paranormal fest, and we're gonna make every year bigger.
Damn right. We may even get Ozzy to show up. Who
Oh,
knows?
hell yes. The Prince of Darkness has gotta come before God. Yes! Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
I have faith in Terry.
Hey, we have to start doing it about the time Ozfest is going on because he's showing there. He just got to drive a couple hours to the west. He'll hit Eau Claire. We'll send his butt home. And you know what? We'll have his son on there too because his son is the hell's his son's show?
Oh, yeah, his son's into the paranormal. Jack.
Jack is doing paranormal. I can't even think of the name of his show. Oh my gosh. Not Hell's Gate. What the hell is now I gotta Google that.
It'll come up. One of the viewers will put it up there any second.
I know they're
Jack
all
Osborne's TV show.
I
No, but it's
his show. Portals to Hell. I knew it had hell in there.
Portals to Hell.
Portals to Hell.
Well, that sounds like fun for the whole family.
It is. You bring your children, your dog, everything just to keep away from the And this is why you get us on camera so we can do these funny things.
Yes.
Look at my thumb, it almost works.
Before I forget, coming up this Friday
Yes, you got
on
the
Haunted
man with the
Voices,
blonde.
we have the one and only Rob Thompson coming to Haunted Voices this Friday.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about his spiritual journey, going to get into the ghost finders. One of my dreams of one of the Haunted Voices shows is to get the entire cast
That
of
will
the
be
ghost finders on
hard
there.
because I've had Rob on, I've had Dan on. Steve, I think, works day shift, so it's almost impossible.
Mhm.
I have tried to get Megan, and her schedule just never I think it's
Yeah, Megan's swamped.
Meg is swamped. She's just amazing. Melody, I'm just like when I need to get Melody on. Oh my God, they're all so phenomenal. Just the whole cast. Heather, the behind the scenes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But to get them all in one place at one time, oh my gosh, that would be incredible. That would be
It'd be
oh,
great.
that'd be awesome.
I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah. And when you get Megan pinned down, let me know how you did it.
I will. I will. Because they're all great people. There's
Oh,
so
they're
many,
phenomenal.
so many great shows out there. Some are crap, folks. Just weed through the crap and get to the good stuff. There's a lot of documentaries and things.
Yes.
Cool stuff.
Definitely, definitely. Awesome. I love it. I love it so much. And it's going to be a great show, guys. So you got to tune in and watch it because, Rob's been on here a few times. Heather was just on a couple weeks ago. Again, you don't want to miss Haunted Voices any night, let alone any night. But this week is going to be really special.
Yeah.
And trust me, it's great because you got Todd's voice, you got Nicole's voice. They're both got these sultry voices. And then they're like, "Tell me about your life." I just made that creepy.
I just made that creepy. I
I
love it.
Well, Todd, we have to do the weekly reading as much as I want to keep you
Yep.
on forever. I know we have a commercial about a certain book that needs to play. And
A new ad. I made a new one.
you did?
I did.
Awesome. I want to see this. You know what, Todd, thank you so much for jumping on today. I appreciate you more than, moving you up in the schedule. I appreciate that. You don't even know, because literally on the day you were supposed to be there, I might be driving.
See, everything happens for a reason.
I am going to be chauffeur. Oh my God, to Patty Negree and Natalie Jones again. I'm so happy. Don't even know.
You three have fun. Stop
Oh
it,
my
Sonic.
God, it's gonna be so much fun. I get to pick them up at the airport for a Paracon that's happening in a couple of weeks, and I get to drop them off. And I love those ladies so much. They're just amazing,
They're
amazing.
sweethearts.
So much fun to put them in a car and drive. You don't even know. So they're like, we don't know how we get them. I do. You want help? No. Well, we'll send so. I don't know, but I don't care if they want to go. No.
No.
You know what? Go get starstruck when you get there with them. I'm gonna pick up my friends. I love them. I love them. Well, okay, Todd, thank you so much for coming on. Hey,
You're
guys,
welcome.
the website's up there. Todd's website's up there, toddmichaelbates.com. And sorry, if you don't put in the Michael, it just gets kind of creepy.
Uh-huh.
You were deemed to be a success in paranormal, just so you know.
Something.
It was ahead of time. They have a whole movie on your name.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That's creepy.
the Bates Motel.
Yeah, I know. My grandfather's name is Norman, and he managed a motel in Greenfield, Massachusetts.
Did he?
Creepy as can be. Wasn't called the Bates Motel.
Get better than that. I love it. Well, thank you, Todd. I'm going to send you behind the scenes as we take this commercial break. And when we get back, you're going to have your weekly reading, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, all.
Well, excuse me, guys. Welcome back. This is DeEtte here on School Your Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. Thank you for everybody joining us today. I had Todd Bates on this morning. Yes, he is my producer. Yes, he is my web designer. Yes, he is my friend, but he is the man behind the book. He is the man behind the station. He's just an incredible person, and so much that he shared today. Wow. Wow. Incredible, guys. And yes, please take the time to go and buy his book, either e-copy or, soft copy, hard copy, whatever. Buy a copy because it's just an incredible book. Trust me, I've read it. It's awesome. And I'm looking forward to the second one coming out. So, in honor of Todd, guys, we are, for the weekly reading, I'm using his new favorite cards, which is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, because his favorite set has always been my Halloween/paranormal deck that I use. But since we started using these, he's like, that's my new favorite. So we are using this today with Todd. And he's like, yes. So we're going to use these for him. So everybody pick your card 1 through 5. You can pick 1, 2, 4 cards, 5 cards, whatever you want. I always go with all the cards as a weekly reading. So it's just a little bit for yourself, okay? So I can't talk today, guys. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Good morning, Miss Sherry. And there we go. So card number 1, protection, protection. This is really kind of a neat card, protection. I like this card. I like all cards. So come on, I'm so cliche when I say this. I love this card because I do feel like when we're doing this, right off the first I get is a vulnerable state. So you're placing yourself in a vulnerable state this week. But with you doing that, you do have to look at that sense of protection. Who do you have around you? What energy you have around yourself? Because you're going into a vulnerable state, and vulnerability just means that you're opening yourself up for more, for better, for learning, for lessons. So with this, good morning, Miss Tina. You need to have yourself some protection. So it's kind of like the bubble up buttercup type scenario. Again, you're not protecting yourself from spirit. You're protecting yourself from your next door neighbors, basically, and the energies around you. So I want you to kind of look at that. Card number 2 is a release. Oh my God, guys, this is starting to kind of look at, I wonder if we're having a continuation of last week. So number 2 is the release card. Because you are releasing, because you put yourself in this state, you're releasing what no longer serves you. You're letting this go. You're releasing your intentions. You're releasing all of this stuff. Oh, thank you, Miss Tina. And that's where you're at this week. So if you pick card number 2, you're in that sense of release, which is just letting go all that no longer serves you. What a great state to be in. Card number 2 is fear. Oh my God. Why do they put ravens with fear all the time? We're going to call these crows, not ravens. Oh my gosh. I just had to stare at this card. Fear. Number 3, fear. Excuse me. Fear and me and my throat chakra just go, oh my God, they go hand in hand with me. So fear is also part of that. It's embracing that just makes you go, ooh, that makes you shudder, that makes you go, oh my gosh, I need to take a step. I need to take a moment and I'm going to push myself into this point of view. Okay. So release the fear, guys, because on the other side of fear is something that's always more magical, almost, and I'm not talking about like you're walking through through the park and somebody's, you get that sense of fear. You need to run there. The sense of fear of pushing yourself past where you're currently at, that pushing yourself into your uncomfort zone. That's the fear we're looking at here, guys. And I want you to recognize that, harness that, and use that for an energy source to push you. Okay. Card number 4 is the fruitation card. It's the harvest moon, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Because if you pick card number 4, you're looking at fruitation. You're looking at good things happen to you. This is when things are blossoming. This is when things that are getting abundant around you, you're asking for it and you're receiving it. And that's what's magical about this card. So if you pick card number 4, you're looking at things around you just really starting to become bigger, better, blooming, that fruitation of things coming to you. And card number 5 is the patience card, the patience. Okay. I hate patience. You don't even know. I'm not a patient. I've got the patience of Job, but at the same time, I'm not patient at all. I'm really a mixed 22 on that. But if you pick card number 5, it's patience, because sometimes you just have to sit back and go, take a deep breath, relax, open up, watch it come to you, watch it happen, allow that realization to happen for you. But that's where the patient comes in, because sometimes we have to sit back and we have to go, okay, when we're patient, things come to us. When we're patient, this goes, hey, Crystal, good morning. And that's what that's about. So card number 1 was the protection, because you're putting yourself in that vulnerable state. Card number 2 is release, because you're letting things go. Card number 3 is that fear, because you need to push past the fear, because that's where the uncomfort zone is, and that's where magic happens. Card number 4 is that fruitation. Things are blooming, things are blossoming. Card number 5 is patience. But we need patience. We need to relax. We need to learn how to breathe. In my case, breathe out, to allow things to come to us. Now, if you're looking at this as a melody of all 5 cards, guys, this is really a card. This week is really you're putting yourself into a different place, okay? So this card this week is something new, okay? So last week was a lot about finishing off things. This week, if you're looking at all 5 cards, something new is happening because you are in the beginning stages of this. It is new opportunities, new things coming, but they're coming in. You're getting yourself vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there. You're releasing some of the old to let new come in. And then you've got that fear factor because you're moving into an uncomfort zone. So it's allowing that all to happen. But when you push through, what is it? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But again, everything is going to be happening boom, boom, boom this week. But when you get to that card 5, at the same time, you're going to have patience. So it's like, oh my God, let it all happen. It's all happening. But it's got to happen the way it needs to happen. Oh my gosh. I love that, Crystal. I love that. So let's go with this other wonderful. Let's pull a card, that extra card, guys, just to kind of bring it all together because I love to do that. I love to do that. Let's use the Beyond Lumera cards. That person eventually, Izzy Ivy is going to get a hold of me someday and tell me I've been totally pronouncing that wrong. And I'm okay with that because I'd be so honored if she did. Let's shuffle these guys and pull a card. Good morning, Miss Steph. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh my gosh, Krista, I love that. You came in at the right time to get that reading for the week, then, didn't you, darling? I love that. I love that. I love that. Perfect for you to come in at that point. Okay, so let's pull our card for this week. What do we got? I love this. Oh my God. So let's show you the beautiful picture. Okay. This card is the sacral chakra and it's the core of creation. What right there just says where we're going to start with this. I mean, come on, guys, what we just read about. So revel in the present moment and feel deeply into your senses. The sensuality of being alive, the breeze on your skin, the scent of damp earth, the feeling of aligning perfectly into the temple you call your body. This card is about diving into the depths of your present moment, where all your faculties are available for divine creation. Nothing is left in the past or caught in the future. Excuse me. All of who you are unites in a moment of ecstatic conception. Let yourself drop into passion, intimacy, and loving connection with whatever you are birthing into the world and with whomever you have chosen to co-create. Does that not mind-blowingly go with every card and the whole card, all 5 cards? That's huge, guys. That's huge. So really, guys, we're in the week of beginnings. We are in the week of, you know what, we've ended one thing. We're in the beginnings. We are starting to create. We're starting to go, here you go. Yes, Jamie Lynn, don't forget to send Todd your information in an email to him. That's Todd Michael Bates .com. So don't forget to send that to him so that he can get his book off to you. Okay, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the weekly reading. I just want to kind of go on again. I let you guys know again my classes. I have intermediate starting tonight, so it's at second phase. But guys, if Honey Crystal, tomorrow night I do my show on readings. Sorry, this is a different show today. I just ended with a weekly reading. But if you tune in tomorrow night to myself on Unfiltered with DeEtte and Mike, we answer questions tomorrow night. Excuse me, and that's at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same channel though, same channel, Crystal. So tonight we start my intermediate class. It starts at 6 p.m. tonight. It is literally, you already know what your tickle tummies are. You already know what's kind of going on. You just want to kind of focus better, really strengthen that, start to do some readings in more of a control environment. It really is an amazing class. That starts tonight at 6 p.m. It is virtual online from the comfort of your own home. I do email out the lessons every week, which I'll be emailing those out today. And then we do also have, I send out the lessons every week, and then we do a Zoom call. So the Zoom call will be at 6 p.m. Again, if you want to sign up for that, you can either go to my website, DeEtteRenee.com. Let me put that up. trying to type with this thumb and it's not doing the best for me right now. Let me get that up there for you guys. So that's my website. You can go there and sign up there, or you can go to me on Facebook, and I'm still going to direct you probably to the website unless you don't like PayPal. And then we'll go someplace else. Not a big deal. Um, but then I also have my beginners class starting this week, guys, which is my beginning psychic mediumship development course. It is for the very, for people that just really want to start at the beginning, people that have tickle tummies, people that have this sense of knowing things, that, empathic people that really don't have much control over it, and they're absorbing in everybody's stuff, and they really just want their lives back. It's a great place to start. That will be this Wednesday starting. It'll be the same as the intermediate class, with weekly Zoom meetings at 7 p.m., plus emailing out the assignments every week. And again, it's in a controlled environment. And if you do either class and you've never done them with me before, you get to enter into my student community that I do have online. And it is through Facebook, guys, but it's really just a safe community just for my students alone, that they have that sense of camaraderie together. They can offer up readings, they can practice, they're there to support each other, just a great environment for people. So those two major things are happening for me this week, which is awesome, Now, a week from this Saturday, guys, a week from this Saturday is Spirit in the Spring. I am so excited about this, guys. It's Spirit in the Spring. It's coming this Wednesday, or this on April 22nd is the date of it. Perfect, Crystal. Please go into my website. You'll see both of them. So Spirit in the Springs is a big old paranormal conference. It's being held in Broadhead, Wisconsin at the Broadhead Manor. Very easy to find. It's going to be all day Saturday. I'm speaking. I'm doing a gallery. Patty Negri is speaking. She's doing a gallery. Natalie Jones is coming in. A couple of cast members from Haunted in 28 Days are coming in. Just, oh my gosh, guys. It's just so many incredible people. I mean, I need to bring up the flyer really quick just to go, oh my God, let me tell you all about it. Because I want to tell you about it next week also. There we go. There's actually a Facebook site, Spirit in the Spring, so I'll give you all that information. But literally, where is the flyer for it? Where is the flyer? Oh my God, let me bring up the flyer. Oh my God. Expedition Entity is going to be there. Oh my God. Let me see. Speakers. It's myself. I start the morning. Then Dana Stricker is going to be there. Greg, Natalie Jones, Ursula Beliski, Jim Stanslawski, Expedition Entity, ACG Paranormal, Petty Negri, 28 Days Haunted Crew. Some of them are going to be there. Myself and Patty are both doing galleries. Now the gallery is extra feet again, and just so you know, just because they're galleries, they're above and beyond type of things. I'm looking for the flyer. I should have the flyer right on there. Some of the big names that are coming in. Of course, we have a ton of vendors that are going to be there, which is awesome. I can't even find the flyer, and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. Oh my God, and I'm looking, and there's the flyer, guys. So the flyer has Aaron Thompson, Ursula Beliski, Patty Negri, myself, DeEtte Renee, Dana Striker, Natalie Jones, AC Paranormal, Craig, which is GRAGG, Jim Stanlowski, Expedition Entity, Ghost Heads Soup, Shadow Hunters of Minnesota are going to be there. Scotty Rourke is supposed to be there, but I've heard he's not going to be able to be there. Greg Koss, Greg Bacon is going to be there. Nick Simons, and he's from and Nick Simons and Aaron Thompson are both the Haunted in 28 Days that are going to be there. And there's just so many more amazing vendors that are going to be there. Just incredible. Everything. It is April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Over 30 vendors, 10 speakers. It is $10 to get in with a food donation, and that's canned good or whatever. $20 without food donation. Just so you know, the donation, even the money is being donated. Most of the money, not all of it, but most of it are going to all charities. There's absolutely no profit in this whatsoever, guys, whatsoever. I also want to let you know we've got other people coming in that are sponsoring this. Of course, Paraflix is sponsoring it. I'm trying to think of all the wonderful sponsors that we have coming in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of them. And I'm gonna screw this up. I will make sure I know all the sponsors next week, guys, because I'm gonna screw this up if I don't. Um, but we do have some amazing sponsors that are coming in to kind of just be there, do their thing, which is just awesome. And there must be a reason why I'm not thinking of the sponsors right now. There must be a reason. I don't know. We'll leave it up to whatever, unless Nick popped on to tell me the sponsors why I've been scrolling through the website because there's a ton of them. Um, but it's just going to be an incredible event, guys. So come early, stay the day, go to it is limited tickets for the ghost hunt that night. I'm not sure if you can buy those ahead of time. I think those are at the door, but don't quote me on that. But it is limited numbers. And some of us will be there to escort you through, which will be awesome, guys. But to escort you through or be there while you're doing the whole um, your paranormal investigation. I know I'll be one of those. I'll be one of those. So there you go. It's just gonna be a ton of fun, guys. Just a ton of fun. Um, so that's huge for us. Now I was gonna roll with all the shows this week, but I'm just gonna kind of roll with today's. How's that sound? Unless I can bring this up really quick. I don't know if I can, because I just got talking about that paranormal investigation, which is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. I don't know where it's at, guys. I'm just losing my mind here. I am losing my mind. Because Todd sends me a current schedule every week, and I love to go over it because I want you guys to, hey, just in case you guys are wondering if you ever thought about listening to this in the repeat zone, know that you can go to obviously Podbean, which is huge. Podbean is just doing incredible. So you can go to Podbean, you can go to iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Just it's all over the place, guys. It's all over. Please feel free to, you know what, not just my show, but everybody else's shows too. Boost our numbers in the podcast form because that keeps. I'll tell you what, it keeps me going, guys. I'm just like every time I'm like, oh, should I really be doing this? I look at those numbers and I see 1,000+ people every day download, or every week download, and I'm going, yes, this is why I keep doing this, which is awesome. But I really want to talk about our shows this week just so people can kind of have a heads up. So as always, Monday morning, we start with myself, DeEtte Renee with School Through Spirit. Then we go on to Barnaby Jones, Monday Morning Monsters. He is at noon to 1. I know his show is going to be ending soon, guys. Be the Change with Christina Bloom is at 8 p.m. So we're going to have lots of spaces on Mondays, guys. Lots of spaces. Tuesdays, we start with Exploring the Paranormal with Heather Lee at 9 a.m. Ane with Ane Shin is at 5. She does all of our tarot, guys. Unfiltered with DeEtte and Mike is at 6. Moment to Moment with Linda Hope is at 7. The Tyson's podcast with Brian Wainwright starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Guys, he just moved nights, but he's at 8 p.m. tonight. Spirits Are Talking with Lisa Silverman is at 9 p.m. And Paranormal Pete with Pete Orbea is at 10. Wednesdays, we have Deidre Sanford starting out our morning at 10 a.m. with the Self-Care Show. The Psychic Hour with Kelly Brickle is at 3 p.m. We have a new show starting next month in May, which will be Soul Guidance with Rodney Blunt at 6 p.m. Haunted Locations on 60 Minutes with Nicole Sarlo and Diana Henry is at 7 p.m. Nick is the man behind the Mystery of Spirits in the Spring, guys. Seeing Beyond with Kelly Eckhart and Cheryl Murphy's at 9 p.m. Chat with Charlie as Stephanie Lynn at 9 a.m. on Thursdays. Then we have Realm of Darkness with Ashley Monroe, at 7 p.m. We have the Afterlife Chronicles with Nicole Strickland. That's on break currently. Voice of Oneness with Amara Bonet is at 10 p.m. And then on Friday, we start with Soul and Synergy Radio with Terry and Danny at 10 a.m. That's a 2-hour amazing show. The Psychic Hour reading show at 3 p.m. Twilight Tonight with Dee Dee Moonflowers at 6 p.m. And Twilight Ascensions with Kaden and Alyssa Mask is at 8 p.m. And then our very own Todd Bates and Nicole Strickland is Haunted Voices at 10 p.m. on Fridays. So huge lineup, great lineup, guys. I hope to see you all often, more and more often. Do me a favor, if you do this in the podcast form, send me an email, guys. That's at medium@DeEtteRenee.com. Let me know you're watching. Let me know you're watching. Let me know you're listening. I'd love to do shout outs for you guys because I'm so honored that you guys support the show, support myself, support my guest. And as always, thank you for showing up during the real time too. This has been DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. I'll see you next week with Missy Hart, guys. Missy Hart's next week. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.